Hi, Laura.
Hi, Gina.
Welcome to Retire Purposefully. I am so honored and blessed to be at your home for the book signing today. Hasn't this been
This has been
fun?
really fun.
We have had a blast, just so you know. I hope I can say you've all been here because it's just going to be spectacular. And so this Art of Retirement, Opening the Next Door, is why we're here on this podcast right now, because this is a message that the Lord gave me to retirees. And so if you are a retiree, if you are going to retire, or if you are a child of retirees, this book is for you because it tells you how to guide you, I should say, how to retire, redecorate, repurpose, and then rejoice in your life, in this quarter of your life here. And so we are just so excited about it. And Laura is the one who urged me to get my story off my computer, right? In 2024, she said, Tina, we need to go together. She has stories, she's a writer. And I had a few stories, and I'm like, okay. So this was the story that the Lord led me to publish at the Right to Publish conference at Wheaton College is when we started the whole process, right, Laura?
Right. I feel like I'm a catalyst.
You are
I
a catalyst.
push you into this.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You certainly did. And so let's just have a conversation between friends. We have our coffee here. Cheers. And we're nuts, so bear with us. And we just want to talk about Laura's journey today. Laura has had a multifaceted life. She's been so blessed, and I'm in Chicago, but you'd never know it. I mean, this is South Elgin, and this is a beautiful farmhouse and so cozy, and I just love it. And when we raised our kids, when Chris and I raised our kids, we raised them not far from here. And our son Josh absolutely loved going to Len and Laura's house.
Josh is our third son.
Yes, yes. Right. So Laura, without further ado, would you please tell us about your journey, starting with your children and then your writing journey and your profession, where we work together? Okay.
Well, our relationship, you and I, we go back to 1-year-old Elise and 1-year-old Luke. That's when we met at Village Church of Bartlett.
That's right. And now they're in their late 30s.
Yes, and lovely people. And and that's about the same time that we moved here at the farm. At that time. So we have a long history of many fun. As a matter of fact, you are the one that got me the job, my last job, from which I retired at WCGS. You told me there was an art position opening. And first of all, before I met Len and married, I was a teacher, public school, U46, Streamwood High School for 10 years. I taught sophomore and junior English, and I loved it. So I've kind of had the perfect triumvirate of school experience as a teacher.
You have
10 years in the public school, 12 years homeschool. I homeschooled Luke and Matt proudly. And
kudos to you.
Thank you. Very proud of how they turned out, and they have vindicated me time and time again with their beautiful careers and how they are. And
absolutely.
Len had a giant role in that. He's the one that kind of shoved me into homeschooling because I was, I don't know. And then he took them to the Father's Workshop out there and taught them plumbing, electric, carpentry, cars, everything. So it was a joint effort for sure. And then thirdly, I had the privilege, you told me there was an art teacher position open at Wheaton Christian Grammar School. So my third teaching experience was private Christian school. What a blessing. WCGS for about 20 years. And I loved it. I was a double major at Wheaton College, art and English, and had my teaching degree in both. And
you were able to use both of those.
I was able to. Yes. How weird is that? I had no idea I would ever use that really in my lifetime.
God knew, see, his plan.
So for the last 20 years of my career, retirement career, at WCGS, I was morning junior high studio art teacher. What a hoot. It was just fabulous. Clay, pottery, painting, stained glass, drawing. That was lovely. Junior high. So I loved that. I don't know that you're much of a junior high teacher, but I loved that.
Yeah, well, we all have our niche.
Oh, we all have our niche. I love that. That age, you could just do anything. They'll so enthusiastic. They let you do anything. Yay! Afternoon, 8th grade writing, and persuasive essay was and grammar. So that was what I did in the afternoon. So I loved that because it kind of was both sides of my brain, and one hands-on, but one thinking kind of job.
Right.
And so then I retired. Wow. Here we are.
And you retired how many years ago?
I've been, going on 4 years now, 2021.
Okay.
So 4 years.
Right.
And then retired.
Okay, great. And so tell us about your life in retirement. I know you've repurposed your life and you're always doing something creative. And tell us about like This'll Do Studio and your writing career and your everything, caregiving.
Yes. Well, Lynn and I retired about the same time, and about that same time, 2021, we had the privilege to invite my mother-in-law to come live with us for her last remaining years, and that was a blessing.
It is.
Lynn got chicks because she was a farm girl, and she loved raising those little chicks, and so we had that adventure. We had to repurpose our house. We wanted her to be in the main floor instead of upstairs in the guest bedroom, and we made a bedroom in the basement. And made it work, and it was a giant blessing. It also came with some hardships, of course, but she went to be with the Lord November 22nd in 2022, and it was a beautiful homegoing. As a matter of fact, we'll never forget. She was kind of in and out for the last many days, and one of the last things we ever did is that Len came and he was reading out loud to her the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd. Not one. And she starts saying it too.
Really?
The Lord is my shepherd.
That's what my sister did. Wow. Right? Yes.
That's something about that.
Yes.
It's a small song. You don't memorize it. Everybody probably knows it.
Yes.
It's amazing. And just, she wasn't kind of in and out. Even like to talk or whatever, but she chimed in, and Len stopped saying it, and she recited the entire The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, fear no evil. I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So that was the end of our caregiving. It was a beautiful thing.
Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Well, and what a blessing she had you guys with her during those final days and at that final time. It's a privilege. Right? It's a privilege. That's right. Yes, for you. And now, would you mind sharing about like your pottery studio?
Okay. Oh, sure. Well, when I left WCGS, there were some things that were in disrepair, and they wanted to get rid of, like a potter's wheel and a kick wheel. And also a school family had gifted a little kiln. And so I'm going to take that studio art, all those years of doing pottery, and where can I go? So Len let me have the north side of the cow barn.
Right.
And since I also have this other thing of I love to write novels, but also screenplays. And the dream of my life is to see the screenplay of George MacDonald's doublet, Malcolm and the Marquis of Lossy, written into a series, a Scottish Christian series for today. And so that's what I've done and what I am doing.
So traveled quite a bit.
Traveled to Scotland and met 10 years ago. Actually met Mike and Judy Phillips, who have been instrumental in my writing life, encouraging me to get those novels written out and even self-published. So I've self-published my first nonfiction, 12 Myths of Christmas, which was really fun. As a side note,
reading
that was when I was at WCGS. I did a thing called 2-minute devotions for English class, and it was just some way to center myself, really. And it was something to have a regular rhythm to the classroom, get them settled down. At Christmas time, December, I always did myths about Christmas. Were there really 3 wise men, or were there more wise men? And so I turned those devotions from WCGS into my first self-published book. But
awesome.
When I met Mike and Judy Phillips, they have a summer home in Cullen, set in that town, of which the George MacDonald had set his books, Malcolm and the Marquis of Lossy. And so I fell in love with Scotland. And so thistle is the emblem of kings of Scotland. And beautiful. So it's sort of a play. The name of my studio is This'll Do, like this will do.
I never realized that. This'll do.
I'm a big picture person. I'm not. I have to force myself to be the detail-oriented person. It does not come naturally. It's hard. So my son Luke got the name domain for me. I'm gonna do a website with it, and he's made a logo for me. But basically, picture a cow barn with no cows in it, but a table and a chair and a potter's wheel or two. That's what
I can't wait to try it someday. I've never been able to try anything like that, pottery, and that's being a hands-on person.
I need to.
I know it's not easy though.
It's easy. I can teach you the Mrs. Hattendorf method, and I've got a YouTube video from years ago on how to do it. I have a special method that I can have you. The hardest part is centering the clay. Getting the clay perfectly on center before you open it, and I have my method.
Right.
I can teach everybody. Come on over to this little.
Wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share before we end our podcast today?
If I were to say anything, and I always ended the school year with my kiddos, 8th grade, with this advice. I'm trying to learn to live it myself. Actually, 1992 at Village Church of Bartlett, when we were there together, raising, our kiddos, Luke, Josh, Elise, Christina, Matt.
Exactly.
There was a mission conference, and a man quoted this survey, and I've never forget it. I've written it down, and I've given credit to it, copied it time and time again. Octogenarians, the end of their life, 80-year-olds, were appalled. And if you could live your life all over again, what would you do? And these are the top 3 answers.
Okay.
First of all, they said they would risk more.
And
I'm not a bold. I need to risk more. I need to step out there. You are good at that, Tina, with this book.
Yes, with the book. The Lord, it's because of the Lord enabled me, though. Like, personally, I'm not a risk taker. You could ask my kids.
Really?
I'm the opposite. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm amazed, because you get so much, and this is risky business. You're putting your soul out there in this book.
Yes, because it's the Lord's work. I guarantee it.
Yeah. I can tell. I read the book.
Okay, yeah.
I especially like page 90 to 93, which is
Laura's in the book, and rightfully so. She's a backdoor guest. Backdoor guests are welcome.
Tina was so gracious. She invited me to write a little clip, and so I'm one of her in the chapter entitled Backdoor Guest.
Backdoor Guest.
And I got to tell my story there, but when I look at you, I see a risk taker.
Really?
You're always been that way.
Okay.
Let's go have parties. Let's come over for a pool party. Oh my goodness. So risk more, whatever that means. Risk more. The second thing octogenarians said was reflect more. And I know you are so much better at this than I am. You have a regular time, don't you, of devotion? You sit down every day. Tell me about that.
In the morning. It's in the morning. And I have several devotion books that I read through. And I always read through my Psalm book, and especially 34:3. I remind myself of that verse. Magnify the Lord with me. Let's exalt his name together, because that's what we're to do. And it brings us joy to do that. And, when we magnify his name, he is made greater than us. So what do we have to fear? He's in control.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I struggle with fear
So,
sometimes. And
yeah.
you're absolutely right. And you quoted that. We were walking down Berry Road with Chris and Daisy the dog and Len and I last night, and the sun came out for sunset. That was brilliant. And Tina, just bolts out boldly, magnified Psalm 34.
Yeah, Psalm 34:3. Yeah.
I do my Bible reading at night, and that way I think I sleep better. But so reflect more. So take the time, sit down, and you're a busy person.
Every time is good.
Yeah. I'm a busy person because I just get myself into things. You are too.
Yeah.
But the notion just sit down and
still.
just be still and reflect. I journal calendar stuff. I journal in my journal.
Yes.
And that helps me reflect.
That's great.
And I write down in the calendar like what we had for dinner, but also other stuff. The day Luke got his BMW for Arissa. The day, Matt and Amanda picked up Pebbles, their dog, and during COVID time. That kind of thing. And then you look back and I can remember. So reflect more, take the time.
And that's a good thing in retirement too. We have more time to reflect more. We can reflect in the morning. We can reflect at night. There's no end to our reflection time, right? But we need to make sure that we do it because like anything, our life fills up with events, people to help, places to go, people to see. And you just need to take that time.
Because it makes you purposeful. And that is one of the keys of your book, which I love so much. To repurpose is how you phrase it. Repurpose.
Yeah, I've often said my book should be called The Art of Repurposement, not retirement, but you do repurpose in retirement. So
live on purpose.
Yeah,
do it on purpose. And that ties actually beautifully with the third thing that octogenarians said at the end of their life: risk more, reflect more. The third thing is leave a legacy. And let me tell you, reading your book, The Art of Retirement, will help you leave a legacy. It helped me. I mean, I love hearing the stories of people and what they did, but also your insights of how to finish this with on purpose, doing something you love.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you. And like I said, I can't say the ideas are all mine. They were given to me by the Lord. So.
Yes, and as the art teacher, I'm going to just zoom in on this cover. I don't know if you know this, but Tina did this artwork for the cover. It's a beautiful renditioning of a colored pencil as a door. It just really speaks to opening the next door. And it's blue is my favorite color. It's my beautiful little section, my favorite little section of the artwork that you've done here.
Thank you.
And this is a fabulous book for gift giving. I'm going to order a bunch of them, and everybody that I know that's retired.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So. And the funny thing is, you can start new hobbies and everything when you retire. Like I always wanted to learn how to draw, and I would dabble with it, but then I started taking the class after I retired the first time. So,
and that's in the book too.
Yes, that's in the book too. Yeah. So anyway, there's never an end to the opportunities that await for you. So I just want to encourage everybody to do that. And thank you for your encouragement and for today, how special this is going to be. So blessings, everyone. Thanks for being here today on Retire Purposefully.